Welcome everyone to the L7C podcast, Naruto What If Battle Edition. Today, we got the NDP crew. We got Byron, Cedric, Andra, and Niki. And we are going to be doing something new for the first time on the L7C podcast. Shout out to our boy Cedric Ware for coming up with this idea. He said the Akatsuki need a break. So now we're going to flip it and we are going to try and capture the Jinchuriki. Cedric made three teams of two top level shinobi, and we're going to go up the ladder from 1 to 9 and see how many they capture. And if you've listened to us before, you know our off-track Naruto banter is hilarious. So Niki's already told us he's got a lot to say about some of these Jinchuriki, and we're going to get right into it. So first off, how's everyone doing today?
Doing good today, no complaints.
I can't complain either, honestly.
Just making it through. Excited to hear everybody's commentary, honestly. I've been living for this.
Man, it's good to be back.
Cedric, man, this was your idea. How did you come up with this?
I ain't even going to cap. I really do get tired of the Akatsuki ladder because we did it last summer. And every time it's like almost the same stuff gets said.
That's
and I was
true.
like, what other type of thing could we do that at least like, I know that some people hate that our videos are like an hour long, and I understand your pain. It's try, but there's good content, damn it. But I was like, it's interesting because like the only people we ever see try to capture Jinchurikis are the Akatsuki. And I'm like, for as much as we talk about them, the only way we know how strong they are is from their efforts trying to capture tail beasts. And so I was like, I wonder how successful other people would be in doing that, because sure, like catching some of them would be very simple, but I mean, some of these Jinchurikis, as we'll get into, have special abilities that may make it difficult. I mean, so I was just like curious. I was like, I wonder how well it'll go and how far people could get. And then, of course, the prize, Naruto Uzumaki, is like, we never see anyone really like successfully get to him, really. And so I was like, I wonder if without plot, if someone could, or if a team could. That's not the Akatsuki, because obviously they put their efforts in. Or if I could make my own teams of two, who would be most successful?
Yeah, and you were very you did the power scaling very well, because obviously it's not Naruto like Sage's Six Paths, like Boruto, Naruto, and like the people you picked, they're not in their like final forms as well. So you also did a very good job on like the power scaling.
Thank you. I pride myself on trying to understand power scaling in anime.
And then I also just want to throw a quick thing, because he said apologizing to people who these might go a little longer, but they're good content. I will say, just looking, people do love it, because just glancing at the top 5 episodes of all time, 2 out of the 5 are Naruto What If battles. So at this moment in September, 2 out of the top 5. So people love it. And obviously we've had our most interaction on YouTube on a particular Naruto What If battle with the first Women's March Madness. So people love the Naruto content. But let's get right into it. So we're going to work our way from Gaara on 1 through 9. The first team was Kakashi and Guy, the best friends. They were capped at pretty good levels. Guy's only at 7 gates, and Kakashi is not double Mangekyu, just the one who was just randomly warping shit all over the place. So Byron, you're the captain. These two, we got Gaara. We all like Gaara around here. Don't like his weak ass haircut in Boruto, but we all like Gaara in here.
He needs a new barber.
That is the new barber.
No, a newer one. Nah, because no.
I need to go back.
Barbers are hard to
barber.
Barbers are hard to come by.
Yeah.
Well, whoever he was
lie.
seeing before, he needs to go back.
His old barber could have moved.
Bro,
Right.
They got trains. What you mean barbers is hard to come by? trains and cheeseburgers. I don't know what type of Japan
Isn't it
they're
that they have
imagining.
PlayStations or whatever? Like,
Oh yeah, no,
have-
they
Game
got Game
Boys?
Boys.
They
No,
got
they
Game
fucking
Boys now.
PSPs. Like the portable PlayStations. It was like back, like, come on now. I don't know which Japan they went to, but man, for like 14 years that have passed, and some change, like they really got busy
Some
out here
real
on the
quick
techno
shit.
game.
Really did.
I mean, they weren't fighting wars. Might as well.
Well, that's also
Man,
how
we
they
don't
have so
fight
many
wars.
kids.
We don't fight wars, but we can make tech. So who the fuck? Why did they have no R&D? Where did the R&D at during these wars?
I think the craziest thing is in Boruto how they have a trading card game based on themselves.
That's fun.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I remember
Yeah.
Kawaki got like the fourth Hokage's card, and
And
like
it's the one that
and Boruto wanted his
trying
grandpa.
to get it.
It's like that's not. Yeah, they got trading
They're
cards
so
of
corny.
themselves.
And everyone hates Shino. It's so sad. R.I.P.
Oh,
Shino.
I know. Poor Shino. Oh my god.
They be dogging the fuck out of him. I'd be like, man, why this kept? All y'all chakra be gone.
Facts.
So Byron, man, you're a fan of Gaara. How do you think?
I
How
am
do you
a
think
fan of
Gaara's
Gaara.
doing against these two?
Think they would struggle a little bit, as in Kakashi and Guy, because Gaara's sand defense is very, very speedy. But like Rock Lee, I think if Might Guy drops some weights, he probably could be faster than that sand shield. And plus, if he does go 7 gates, I feel like the air pressure would get through that sand defense. So I don't think it would be easy, but I'm going with Kakashi and Guy to capture Gaara.
Andrea.
I'm going with the bros. I mean, my logic is Deidara and Sasori managed to get him. So, yeah. I mean, my other thinking, just like Byron said, is I mean, Lee during the tuning exam, so this is like years before, dropped his weight and got through Gaara's shield. Of course, Gaara's had more training, but he's now going up against Might Guy plus Kakashi. So yeah, it would be an interesting fight. I don't see a way that Gaara, escapes or doesn't get captured.
Cedric.
And this is one of the matchups I actually was really intrigued to do because, like I was already mentioned, like Gaara's fought Lee, so someone who specializes in taijutsu. And that's sensei. I mean, obviously, it's a Kasakage. Strong defense, a lot of elite like strategies. Like this isn't like just angry sand coffin explode your body, Gaara. I do think that Kakashi and Guy could capture him very simply, honestly. Like I don't think it'd be that difficult for them. I don't think that with both of them going in at this, and I think it's like overwhelming true ninja abilities. I mean, not only that, but you have like Gaara fought Sasuke in the second round tuning exam. We saw that Chidori can pierce the sand, pierce the shield, depending on how far and how strong your force is. And that's to the fans out there. Your month has passed. Sasuke's birthday is gone. That's shitty ass Sasuke. Like shitty ass Sasuke with no powers for real. Like this is Shippuden, all right? Everyone's hyped up. Everyone got abilities. And this is Kakashi we're talking about, Lightning Blade. He out here is one who taught Sasuke that move. I think he could get through the sand easily. Not to mention, it's like ironic that Gaara's Shukaku, he doesn't really have full ability to go full Jinchuriki, so he doesn't have a full ability to get supersized Shukaku unless he just gives up and lets possession happen. And then at that point, I think you see a trash panda raccoon get hit by Hafuda, which is Guy's 7th gate, the giant panda. And so I honestly think they capture Gaara simply.
Niki.
It pains me to say this, but those two are working it. They got it, no problem. I mean, they're essentially the beefed up versions of Lee and Sasuke.
That's a good way to.
Gaara don't really stand a chance.
Oh,
Yeah, because when I was looking through this list, like Niki, like you said, most of these people are getting destroyed. But when I was getting ready for this episode, I had a thought, and just want to ask you guys. This is off topic. If Gaara fought Shikamaru, who do you think would win? Like Shippuden, Gaara, and Shikamaru.
What points are we talking about? Like war.
I was trying to figure
Like,
that out. I
war
was trying to
versions of
say
both of them?
war, like war version, because I was really thinking about that when I was like getting the stuff ready for this.
Like we talking like your favorite like grassy plain 1 hour 5 minutes. We talking about like someone has to walk out of this bitch alive.
Yes.
Which one?
Grassy plain 1 hour.
Do they know about the time limit? Like, do we tell them, hey, it's either beat them or last 16 minutes?
Yes.
I think Shikamaru would win. Because, I mean, fail safe, this man will come up with a plot to last 60 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Niki's thinking.
I mean, my thought to that is Shikamaru could probably last 60 minutes, but one thing is, if they're in the grassy plain, Gaara could do what he did against when he saved Lee, and he turned that entire bitch into sand. It's essentially
Mhm.
Oh,
can
sand
Shikamaru
tsunami?
get his It's essentially can Shikamaru get his shadow before he goes buck wild with the sand. He doesn't even have to go wild with Shukaku because that's just an easy shadow. But with the sand and dispersing it like that, it'd be interesting.
See, I would think Shikamaru, of course, because they both have seen each other's techniques before.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shikamaru would take into account, like, hey, I'm at a disadvantage with just the terrain, no matter where we're at. Like, unless we're on like a body of water, then I'm just at a disadvantage with the terrain. So my best bet is to work long distance as best as I can. And ninja tools are going to be a thing for him because, I mean, like you say, all he has is a shadow.
Yeah, just if you're listening on YouTube, comment below who do you think would win, War Arc Gaara or Shikamaru? Just a thought. Let's go to the Two Tails Yugito, who that sounds like should be a character in Yu-Gi-Oh. The Two Tails. This is actually, she was very confident when she ran to her Akatsuki members, and it went to commercial break, and she was on the ground. So
You had to put her out there like that. Like,
she transformed. I'm like, oh, we're about to get a banger of a fight. Comes back from commercial on Tail Fox, the advertisements back in the day. She's on the ground. I'm like, oh, okay. But they were captured by L7C's main man, Kazaku, and Hidan. Niki, who you got in this?
Easy, Kakashi and Guy. I mean, Kakashi literally killed one of the people that captured this tail beast.
Andrea,
I agree. The bros are taking it.
Cedric,
it'd be Kakashi and Guy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe her tail beast is Matatabi, but it is it's a fire element as well, tail beast. But I think if no offense to Kakashi, I mean Kazaku is my guy. Man respects paper, and I respect him. But I think it'd be pretty quick too. Like, I mean, the one interesting thing with her is she has full control of her tail beast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like she goes berserk and just lets the Two Tails do whatever. But I think another thing that kind of hints at this is like when you get to notice that she's a Cloud Village ninja, ain't nobody as broken up when she gone. I'm just being real. Like, ain't nobody going to war. Ain't nobody looking for like for real. Like Martin said, like we see her fight. She's by herself on some type of mission. She gets captured. Killer B, I think, mentions it like one time, and that was it. It's like ain't nobody like mentions it from the Cloud Village at all. Ain't nobody punching Naruto in the face. Ain't nobody talking about killing Sasuke or anyone when they find out like, oh, she gone. So I'm just saying, like, I know that tail beasts are a commodity in the ninja world. Her value wasn't as stockpiled as the A-tails. And so I have to imagine power scale wise, she probably is not gonna escape.
Cedric, that's a really good point because I actually never thought about that. How she was from the crowd, and they didn't do a damn thing when she got captured.
Nope. Just a pass away comment by Killer B.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of wow. Byron, man, how you feeling?
Well, with the way Cedric put it, I was gonna choose Kakashi and Guy anyway, but with the way Cedric put it, I mean, yeah, Team Bros.
I think Cedric said a point on a podcast a long time ago. If you weren't beating like pre Naruto control, tail beast, all that stuff, you weren't doing anything. If you can't get your fight past the commercial break, you ain't winning shit.
Nope. Nope.
Because I remember when Cedric said that, and I'm like, yeah, if I go on YouTube and your shit's 5 minutes and it's because it's them absorbing you, nah, you're not winning anything.
How about this? If we just see your dead carcass and all of them show up on the hands and they all start doing the humming music comes up, you smoked. Like it's done. That's all we need to know.
That's so messed up.
I mean, that happens again to the Four Tails. Kisame smoked his ass.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. We was gonna get to him.
Like, he got killed.
Because, and it's not even like Roshi's fault. It's really just because Son Goku be talking that shit. So I got stuff for him.
Like, I know we can't go to him yet because that was bad because he really said, Itachi, let me take this one alone. Man sat there. Terrible. But before we get to him, let's get to the fourth Mizukage, the Three Tails. Byron, how you feeling about this one?
So, in my research, I found out that he didn't get captured. He like mysteriously died.
Oh no, Obito put his ass
During
down.
a coup, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Obito put his ass down.
On Narutopedia,
As far as everyone else
they don't
knows.
say Obito put him down, but we all know that Obito put him down. So Obito can put him down, and Obito is powerful. I'm going Team Guy, and
this is like the Obito who no Rinnegan, Obito who almost died to Conan Obito, just put his ass down. And then Cedric, correct me if I'm wrong, he also pretended to be the fourth Mizukage, didn't he? Like running the village on the low.
Man, that's finesses in that Akatsuki blood. I mean, Orochimaru took notes from that.
That's
We tried to
true.
pretend to be the Kazekage.
That's
Where do you think he got that idea from? I
That's
wonder.
crazy. I'm like, damn, I don't.
Power is real, man. I mean, shoot. Especially in a village whose hierarchy is literally just the strongest. The strongest ninja in the village is the leader. It's very simple. Very simple-minded. Ain't nobody gonna question you because you're the strongest. Like, I haven't looked so much into their village history on how other Mizukages have gotten installed. If it becomes like a thing of like someone climbs up the ranks, like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill the Mizukage. And then I'll be the strongest ninja in the village, and I'll be Mizukage. But I feel like if that was a real process, like just coups left and right, we'd see a lot more different Mizukages. So I have to imagine there's some type of politics involved, and they let like nature kind of take its course. And unfortunately, Yagura ran into Obito. And nature.
Does anyone think that Yagura stands a chance? Because I'm trying to get weak about Son Goku getting smoked, like Kisame.
No, the only thing I read that it kind of gave me pause. I was just like, wait a minute, because Itachi and his original partner went after him, and I mean, Itachi had to like run away. I was like, wait, what? That threw me for a loop. But yeah, no, I mean, Guy and Kakashi are taking him.
For the original partner, you talking about the dude that the Zabuza got the sword from?
I think so. It was
Man who like died.
Niki said it's so disappointing.
Yes, yeah.
Juzo. I'm just saying, bro. Like think about it this way. I didn't know his name. Niki had to say it. So
I mean, I read it today and I still don't remember.
Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm reading it right now.
All I know is Juzo had a good heart. I'll leave it at that. Because my man, I don't even know my man was truly built for the Akatsuki. The way he was talking to Itachi.
Fair.
I mean, just it's one of those things. Not to mention, like for the people listening, like the reason why I keep going through this is, let's be real, like we could take the one clip because Warwick is when he's literally said, "I'll fucking warp a tail beast bomb."
Oh no, he said he was going to warp all
if
seven.
we need to. Yeah, That's what I'm saying. So if he can warp 7 tail beast bombs, I would imagine he can warp a tail beast.
That man was talking crazy about them 7 bombs.
I don't think
He
so
was
either.
not
But then,
getting
like
all of them. I'm
3
sorry.
manga wise, it was like 10 chapters later, he literally warped the 8 tails right in front of the 10 tails to blast him.
Oh yeah.
Like Cedric
Yeah,
said,
do
that
it.
both you are right. Because when it got to the war, he was talking reckless, and he was starting to do some shit like, "Bro, where did this come from?" And that's my guy. I'm like, hold on now. We didn't have a training arc. What's going on here?
That's why I had to talk about like plot armor with this one because the war was 2 days. This nigga was fighting 2 days straight, 48 hours straight. You want to tell me he ain't never ran out of chakra? I ain't see him rest nowhere.
Bro,
Like, and when Pain invaded the village, I saw my man struggling with chakra. So I'm like, that was 15 minutes. This is 2 days
the
you ain't
Pain
run
was
out.
so wild because he could only use Kamayu twice at that point, and he used it to stop that missile on himself, the needle on himself in Choji. And then, like, when he did that lightning clone, he was like, "Oh yeah, my chakra's already at half." I said, "Half?" I said, "Oh, we're not long for this shit." But then we get to the war. Oh, we're just gonna warp this away, warp this, lightning blade this.
That's the power of coming back to
hands
life.
here, and I'm like, all right. He was different. So was Guy too. Let's get to the 4 tails. Cedric already alluded. Son Goku was talking a whole bunch of shit just to get put down in 5 minutes. Anyone else want to elaborate?
I mean, Cedric, he got it correct. I don't think he's done. He's not making it past Guy and Kakashi. Like, Guy could take him by himself because he took out Kisame.
That's true.
I like the name combo of the tailed beast and the person. That's about it.
Yeah.
All that just to get some. I don't. The bad thing is, I don't know if he's the worst smoked one. I think the 6 tails, that one was embarrassing.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one was up there. I mean, he was just sprawled out across the sword, across Samehada. Like, think about that, bro. Just chilling on Samehada, dead. Commercial break. Oh, man.
Just dropped too. Like, it wasn't even like he was like, he literally just fell out the sky. Like, my man was, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, I went to go take a piss, came back, it was over.
Who captured Han?
I don't think it says. I think it just says Akatsuki members.
I feel like it was someone. That's that.
Yeah, they don't really talk about Han.
Oh,
bro.
that's when
he's
you know
one of them that got captured off
He's
screen.
smoked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hey.
Yes.
His armor's kinda
his
cool,
design
though.
is hard.
I did like his design.
Reading about his armor, yeah.
Now, his tail beast is really just a horse with horns, but
Oh no,
that's kind of cool
looks.
too, I guess.
It's just they didn't.
I hated that. I hated him in the game. I still do. Because his tail beast move is really fast, and it's just a big ass horse just kneeing you in the face.
Yeah. Jeez.
Like, I make it a point. If I fight him in the game, I clap his dumb ass. Oh yeah, Shishui ult. We ulting every time. I get it.
Speaking of him, I'm
Has to
surprised.
happen.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't put him on a team.
I thought about it. Trust me, it crossed my mind. I was going to do Shisui and Itachi, but I was like, that's too OP.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's too OP. I was like,
that's
what the
fair.
fuck?
that's what I said. That's too OP.
All right. Yeah, say it again, Niki.
Say it again.
I said, did you at least have peak Naruto as the final opponent for them?
Well, Martin said, like, we're the power base, and if I put peak Naruto at the final, then it's like we ain't really gonna be talking about nothing until we get to Naruto. And I'll keep it 100.
I meant for Itachi and Shishui.
That's what I'm saying. I'll keep it 100. I think they're capturing a peak Naruto. If this is because I would give Shisui both his eyes.
And
because
a healthy Itachi.
Because like
And
Shisui
Naruto
resigned.
can't talk no jutsu. Those two, no way.
I'm just saying, like, because if I gave Shisui one, like after Shisui lost his one eye to Danzo, he kind of resigned himself. Like, I gotta make sure this other eye is safe because this thing gonna keep cutting me down. It's not like I can return to my missions. Like, oh well, We lost one. It's okay. It's like, no, they're going to take my shit. So I have to essentially kill myself. So I have to give him both eyes. Because otherwise he ain't got the will to live. Ain't no
man, the
purpose in him
Naruto
fighting.
streets. Peak Naruto can't be beat by nobody in the world.
I'm just saying, like, those two.
I ain't disagree. I don't know.
Like,
those
two are something else. Like, I'll put it like this: I hate a lot of Uchihas.
You do?
Those two and Sarada are the only ones I really
that's
like.
3 out of. I mean, to be honest, those might be the only ones I like. I mean, I like Black Outfit Chunin and Sam Sasuke.
Hey. I'll just be honest. It's not my fault I didn't get to know any other Uchihas.
That's true.
Well,
that's very true.
But 50% of the reason why I like Itachi is because he killed all the other. Because I think that's fucking ruthless and awesome. And then to find out that he did it for his brother, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, well, that's kind of soft. But hey, I respect it.
Niki, how'd the Six Tails get captured?
Oh, you know.
That boy had fun. He saw true eyes. He saw true power.
He learned. The world showed him pain.
Yeah.
The
world
crazy too because he charged in, acting crazy
through his little bubbles.
Hey, my man was living his peaceful life too. He was just a fucking traveler. He had a girl and everything. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk the world, mind my own business. The crazy part is after Naruto and them met him, then he gets smoked. like it's truly fucked up. Like the time of events when you think about when these people are getting captured, especially like him and then Fu. You're like, man, right after you have an interaction with the Leaf Village, you get clipped.
You said that's fucked up. That village has caused most of the problems in this world.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hide from that shit. They fucked up.
They're all the problems.
Well, I say the Uchiha as well, but that's just storyline plot. They're supposed to be the problem.
Yeah, my man really said, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna be basically ain't gonna be alive enough to know my name, shit." And then he really charged, got pushed, game over.
When your main offensive weapon is bubbles, I don't really know what you expect from him.
Well,
all right, he's getting smoked. Seven Tails, she getting smoked. All right, let's get to some. I even felt bad for her, bro. She had a good personality.
Yes.
I blame Sakura.
Oh no,
he did.
Sakura's the only motherfucker from Team 7 that she met. Naruto was out training. Sasuke was getting. Never mind. But I was about to say something truly foul, but never mind.
Right,
it was just Sakura.
Some fun people now. 8 Tails, Killer B, our only rapping person on the show. I was trying to think if anyone else rapped on the show. Andra, what do you think?
No.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing better than Sasuke. That is a fact. Does
well, absolutely. That did not need to be stated. Like, who in their right mind was
not
going
dying
to
3
start
times.
there? Okay.
I could make a case. That might be one of the top 5 most iconic fights in that whole series. Because you ain't never seen Sasuke get peaked done.
There's a reason it's on my phone. It was like sweet Sasuke too, like after talking all that shit.
Oh my gosh.
God.
I'm saying, like, especially talking all that shit, because like when he first saw Naruto and Sakura with Sai, he's like, I'm beyond you. That true high on his high horse. And he ain't getting nothing but love because he ain't worked for shit. And then B is like, like, no. You gotta ask me to let you capture me. That's my favorite part where he's like, listen, and he's whooping his ass, he starts writing rap lyrics.
I just can't believe Sasuke was about to Kieran his crew too. When you were talking about Cedric, when he saw Naruto and Sakura and said he's about to Kieran their asses. I was like, wow. It's a little aggressive. Yeah, Roushi. Naruto.
He was trying to kill his love.
He was trying to be hard.
Naruto. Yeah, bro. What the fuck? He don't love Sakura.
Sasuke. I mean, Sakura, yeah.
Who is we? And not our fan, not the people who listen.
Again, I don't think that needed to be stated out loud. We all knew.
Shit.
I guess that's true. They should expect it from us. They should expect it from us at this point.
I had someone tell me
what lens? I could read the subtitles. He don't say he love her.
There's some Facebook groups talking about like how Sakura was the most important person in the series. Look at Niki.
That don't equal love. That doesn't equal love.
Oh.
Whoa. In the series, the whole series named Naruto.
Like pure foolery. But that doesn't equal love.
That is true.
Being important doesn't mean people love you. It just means that we kind of need you right now.
Sasuke.
And I tell you who didn't need her ass.
I don't know if he still
Sasuke.
He didn't
even then, he didn't really even need her ass.
His mentor Orochimaru could have made his shit in a test tube.
This is how you know that the creator doesn't really give a fuck about their relationship either, because you could have said something. You could have gave him some scenes in a movie. You gave Naruto and Hinata a movie, like how they got together. How this happened? This nigga was a renegade walking away from the village. He's saying, I'm going to be a recluse. I got to atone.
Bro, they don't even have a picture together.
Yeah, they do. They do. And Boruto.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
but to your credit, though, Nikki, it's an old ass picture. That's the thing. It's an old ass picture and it's folded because fucking what's her face, Karin, is in the picture.
Bro, she delivered
that's
their
some
baby.
Shit.
She
that's why I
delivered
fucking
the baby.
hate Sakura. Bro, it's a picture literally of Sasuke, Sakura, and Karin. Folded. So Karin is in the picture because that's how Sakura unfolded. It's all the women with the glasses. I go, is that my real mom?
Taka, when they were honks.
Oh, I thought wasn't that the photo of what were they called at the time? Was it Heibai or something? Taka, that's right, because it was
because they made that meme how
Karin,
Sakura would be the only
Jugo,
character for the
and
only
Sugetsu,
picture she has of her husband in the house when he was an international terrorist. Karin's better than me because the fact that you looking down there for the girl who basically took your man and you delivering that child, better than me. In her head, she was.
It was never her man, though. Like,
I'll
that's
be honest,
the other
he was
thing.
nicer to her than he was Sakura.
Well, that's true. That's true. He only alluded to allowing her to get killed once instead of actually trying to kill her twice.
Shit, if it wasn't for Kakashi, Sakura got killed too.
He really looked at her crazy and released that Shidori spirit through Donzo in her chest, basically. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then Obito's like, yes. I was like, what? He said Nissan one down. I'm like, all right, bro, we need to calm down.
Bro, Tachi's asleep. We ain't listening to
so
that shit.
No, Andrew, how's this going with Killer B?
Right. So, this is where I started to have questions, honestly, and I think that makes sense for generally everybody. But I don't know. I mean, Might Guy took down Solo, the tailless tailed beast who took out the Son Goku, and then we have Kakashi, both, and it would be a hell of a fight, no matter what. Between the two of them, I think they could do it. I really think they could. I just don't really know exactly what their strategy is once. Well, no, I guess Kakashi would just warp the 8 tails once. I'm forgetting his name right now. How could I do that?
Gyuuki?
Oh my god. Yes. Basically takes over and he's in his full like 8 tails form. So, but other than Kakashi warping him, I mean, I think they do. I think they do win.
I do like the 8 tails.
It would be fun to have somebody animate that, though. It'd be very interesting to watch.
Yes. Yeah.
He's smart.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
Yeah.
He just seems kind of like the dad of the group. Does that make sense?
He's
Yeah.
a good guy. He's a good guy. Nikki, what do you
And
say?
he has all the tails to hug everybody.
Man, yeah, this is definitely a tough one. This is exactly what I was talking about before we started. Like, this is where it actually gets interesting. But then you mentioned that Kakashi can literally warp Tim. So, I mean, I got to give it to them. I don't know what the strategy is, like Andrea said, but I'm sure Guy can punch and go round for round. Like, maybe not full speed, but like with the third, like he could throw the hits out there. He's a taijutsu master. And then Kakashi could just warp him. So,
Byron.
yeah, I give it
I
to
do
the
like how we're
bros.
calling them the bros.
Team bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I struggle with as well. But then I remember Kakashi Kamui, the eight tails. I was like, oh well, I don't really know what you do after you get Kamui. So
I guess the only thing is like if the eight tail, obviously they've fought together. They were fighting Obito together. So he would know that Kamui ain't something to mess with. So I just feel I'm agreeing, but I just feel like the eight tails is like, hey, we just gotta shoot a whole bunch of tail beast bombs so he doesn't Kamui us. Like he gotta focus on those bombs.
And he can supercharge his. He's like the only one that can supercharge his
Because
super tail
if I
beast
remember,
like that.
Killer Bee he can shoot a good amount of succession, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he can like rapid fire them.
They take out mountains. And if Kakashi's warping them in one way, like I guess what's Guy gonna do if a tail beast bomb gets shot at him? That's what I've been trying to figure out. Like if he's fast enough, he can dodge. Yeah, he can dodge. But like, what if they're fast too?
Dodge.
That's true.
Dodge,
Dip, dive.
duck,
Yep. Stop,
dip,
drop, roll.
dive.
Okay.
Dodge.
yeah,
Honestly, he may be. I mean, I ain't gonna cap. Like, he may be able to kick one of them bitches for real.
right.
Maybe.
In the seventh gate, he might
That's
be
a
able
good-
to.
I said maybe.
Well, he said he couldn't kick him
And
in
take all
seven because he
seven
said he was
bombs.
going to open up the eighth. So I don't know. Yeah, true. So
They were
maybe he
talking
could do
reckless,
one with
and
the
then Naruto
seventh.
had
Who
to come
knows?
smack them all away. They both were like, "You'll die doing that." Okay. And they were ready.
And
My God, Cedric, what do you think?
this is a war, man.
I'm going Team Bros.
Yes.
I think this would be a really good fight, honestly, because as far as wisdom in war and battle, this is as much as you're going to see with those two in a tail beast. I mean, Killer Bee's another one of the few that has complete control over his tail beast. I also will say he's one of the few we see do a true like progression, like himself, cloak mode, like whatever the heightened cloak mode is, where it's like the blackout type of thing, and then full tail beast transformation. And I think this would be a really, really good fight. I just think with Kakashi and Might Guy, there's a lot of overwhelming power coming at you, a lot of different angles of attacks. I mean, there's not really, as we all said, like Kamui is powerful. I don't know what you really do with that.
I agree. And then we got the protagonist of this show, Naruto Uzumaki. Cedric, if you could tell which form of Naruto he is in.
All right, so I tried to make this as fair for a balance for the remaining two other teams. And honestly, like I went back and forth with this a little bit, but I feel like there's a considerable jump after. So this form of Naruto is literally right after he escapes the island, right when he's first joining the war, right after him and Kurama kind of like, all right, this is what it is. And Naruto's like, okay, I've gotten control of the tail beast. I felt like if we jump to the next transformation that happens with the cloak, I feel like that's when we start to get really close to getting the Sage of Six path power. And I don't I feel like that version of Naruto is a considerable power jump. Like speed, chakra levels, and you see like honestly combination of attacks and everything. And I really wanted something that was like as close to relying on the tail beast power and getting the first look at that control as that initial Naruto. And so that's kind of why I picked the one that just escaped the island, is heading to the war. Because we still see like a good power jump towards like, yeah, like we could tell he has the ability and control over that power.
That's really good explanation. Nikki, what are you thinking?
I don't know. So this is KCM1 Naruto essentially versus Guy and Kakashi, who are low key a step ahead in the story when they power up there. I really don't know. This is a good battle. They obviously know each other. That's out of the way. Is Kakashi's Kamui fast enough to handle?
Yeah, because
Naruto's
at this
speed?
point in time, like when Cedric said when he came out, Naruto is officially the fastest person in the verse at that point in that mode. So that's a good thing, because the only example I would have is when we don't know if he was charging Obito full speed. When he was charging an Obito full speed with the Rasengan, Kakashi was able to out-warp Obito, and he warped that Naruto clone to Obito's place. But I don't know if he was going full speed. Like, it's hard to tell on the animation in the manga. That'd be the only thing, because you're right. That man's fast now. Plot would be if he knew the plan. Yeah,
Teamwork.
you have to go just fast enough to think that you're going to attack Obito, but just a little bit slower, so that makes sure Kakashi can. Because Kamui's all about the timing too when you're going against someone else who can do it. So, but I feel like this is a really, really good one, because now you're fighting someone who's faster than Guy, and obviously he can make all the clones. So this is really good. I mean, Andra, what are you thinking?
I was just going to say, can I make a comment on the fact that most likely Naruto at some point during this battle is going to pull out the sexy jutsu? Because I would love to see
The crazy part is, the crazy part is,
he said it works.
The crazy part is,
like most powerful
I feel like Guy would
opponents.
be able to get past that somehow, because he's like, oh, the power of youth. Look at them. Like, something really would happen.
See, but I also don't think it would work on Kakashi.
Yeah, because remember, he was.
That's why it would work.
Freaking reading
That's why it would work.
When he had to recite the stuff because Jiraiya's whatever code or whatever, he was embarrassed. It's fine to read porn in public, but when you have to recite what's going on in there,
he was. Oh, that's right. He
for
was
the show.
sweating. That's right.
For the show. like people listen. Don't just go out there in these streets. Like, unless that's your comfortability, that's fine. But for the show.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, the amount of people that already do that legitimately, that scroll across my Instagram reel algorithm, the amount of smut on webtoons, Tappytoon, whatever people be reading out in the wild, just it's crazy. But yeah, no, I would love to see how that goes down, because I know Naruto's going to pull that out, since he made that comment that against powerful opponents.
You thought you were going to say that I was going to add. You said through your Instagram,
bro, her Instagram,
like the algorithm, the people. But this is the thing to how they get that algorithm.
Oh, because we already know that I love webtoons. So all of these are the same people.
But they're showing you the porn series,
different series. I mean, no, that they make jokes about what they're reading out in public, and it's like, oh, okay, well, y'all brave. No, thank you.
I'm just saying, you was making it sound like you were blaming Instagram for showing you the stuff that their algorithm figured that you would want to see.
I did not need to know how many people read that shit out in public. That they're just casually chilling on the bus, on the park, just on their phone, and they're reading crazy ass shit. I also get those reels out about people reading like books. The running joke is like, you know, parents making like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad my daughter's so smart. All she does is read books. And then they're like, low key, the books are hardcore smut, straight smut, nothing educational, nothing. Yeah. So
man, who the hell do you follow? That's crazy. I'm so
Cedric, how do
sorry.
you think this fight's going, man?
This is going to be a good one, honestly, because Andrew mentioned a good point is the clones. Because it's not like Kakashi can't make clones as well, but we know Naruto's favorite jutsu, that shadow clone jutsu, we retro all the way back to season 1, well, series 1. That's going to come through, I think. But also this is the one where we start to kind of see the different forms of the Rasengan rather than just the Rasen Shuriken. Like we start seeing like in Portions of the War, like the grouped version, like it's almost like a little baby solar system. Like giant Rasengan, stuff like that. We start seeing those being implemented. And I honestly think Naruto does have an advantage and an edge in this fight, given the versatility that he has. I mean, he's the fastest person in the universe at this point in time. He has seen, honestly, like truly, like a lot of what Kakashi and Guy did. I mean, he's the only person he may not know their full extent and power is Guy, because we haven't seen him open anything. I think past
for Naruto to see
4?
Physically, yes.
At this point in time. Because he like his 4 is much stronger. I mean, like he didn't have to open up 6, and so I think with that it's a question of what will Naruto do in response to seeing the 7th gate? Because I think Guy has to go 7th gate. Like there's no shortcutting this, and I think the whole strategy is going to be: can I slow him down for Kamui to work for Kakashi? Because he's like, I know I won't be able to hit the KO hit, but Kakashi has a closer. And I honestly think like Naruto with the shadow clones, multitudes of different abilities. I mean, like he had the multiple arms that comes in this point. That's a lot to try to handle. I mean, it's not full Kurama. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do a later version, because it's like full Kurama, that's a lot to fucking deal with. But I think Naruto
with the clone
escapes.
Too. But Cedric, you brought up the full Kurama. I was also thinking about this too, because I know we weren't capping these people off. But if you did full power Naruto versus double DMS Kakashi and 8 Gates Guy, I still think that one's a crazy fight.
So this is the thing, though, right? Like if I did, remember this is full 8 Gate Guy almost clapped Madara. Like, and this is 10 Tails Jinchuriki Madara alone. And then you add in Kamui Shuriken and all that stuff. I don't know, man. That's a lot to fucking have to deal with. Like that is that is just a lot to deal with. And if I had gone full power Naruto, I would have to give them full power. Like and I want it to be a balanced team. Like I don't want someone sitting here like, oh, I'm outworking you 100%. Like I'm going to be doing all the heavy lifting. Where it's like Kakashi with double Mangekyu, and then 7 Gate Guy, or 8 Gate Guy, and then this single Sharingan Kakashi, War Arc Kakashi. It's like, well, to truly complement each other, they need to work in balance. That was another reason with like the pairings. I tried to pick people who I think, one, respect each other enough not to be like, oh, I'm going to try to solo this tail beast by myself, and truly understand like I'm going to need your help here. Let's work as a team and get this done.
Yeah, I think with all the clones, because if Naruto's in a smart sense, he just makes like 1,000 clones and he's just throwing Rasen Shurikens, big ball Rasengans, all that. Because as much as I love my man Kakashi, he ain't warping all of that. not all of it. So once that's the thing, like Naruto's got to go from the get-go, just a whole bunch of shadow clones and just start.
No.
They I think he would survive that. Like if he fights like that, if he's fighting just 3 clones, it's gonna be bad. I don't know. You got to at least make like 100.
Yeah, he has to overpower them with numbers. Plus, all those clones will be as fast as he is, so that's a lot for Guy and Kakashi to handle. So basically, they would just get jumped.
Oh, bro, come on now. This is. Think about it this way: everybody gets Jade. Everybody gets fucking Jade. Like technically, all the tail beasts that we had getting clapped, they got
Canonly
Jade
too. Not even just on the podcast. Canonly, they all got you.
Like, well, I gotta say, Four Tail did get catch that one-on-one wreck. He just wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, I think Naruto it'd be a hell of a fight. Like it.
Oh yeah,
You ain't a true anime villain if you ain't get Jade for the win. Like,
man, Cedric, I was gonna ask too if we had like, because you brought up Madara, I was gonna say, man, if the bonus, if you think any of these teams, well, we'll go through it. If any of the teams when we do them would be able to catch 10 Tails Obito.
yes, I think there's a good chance.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, one of the 3 teams. You can kind of make cases for the other 2, but it's not as strong. It's a lot of if this and this, like perfect battle conditions, like in strategy conditions. I mean,
yeah,
I just don't think it's like a comp
Okay.
thing. Yes,
Okay.
So I would say for sure one.
All right. Anyone else got anything they want to say? This was fun, new and fun. Oh, Niki has something. You're muted, Niki.
Hello.
there
We're
you
back.
There it is.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what happened, bro. Nothing changed.
Oh,
But I do have one thing to say. Wildest opinion I have heard, and I need y'all to hear it.
Uzumaki? Oh,
It has to do with
no.
Naruto.
Okay. Oh.
No, the series. We should
Come
get
on.
Mitch. We need to ask Mitch this too. So we were at a very established restaurant at Easton, where my boys were, and they said the waiter walked up to them, talking anime, and said that Chi-Chi could beat the entire Naruto universe because she
Chi-Chi?
gave birth to Gohan. You heard me right, Chi-Chi.
I really wish you would have said this after the recording, because that is the most disrespectful thing I think I may have ever heard. This is Chi-Chi. Like, I'll be honest. Power scale in Dragon Ball Z is ridiculous. Like that. Like, I actually just like scoff at the people just like, are you seriously asking if like these people in this small little planet universe can beat Gokuu? Like, come on. Like, Goku soloing half of anime's creations just by himself. Like, it's truly ridiculous. But
I'm trying to figure out the logic.
Chi-Chi's a housewife.
You heard the logic.
Not that housewives can't have hands, but she ain't even got no Kai. She can't fly.
Hasn't fought since she fought Goku in Dragon Ball.
She ain't got no beams.
What do they think? Like sand birth is like giving birth to a solar system? Like what do they? I know because Bulma got hands. Chi-Chi got 2 kids, and Bulma has 2 kids.
Chi-Chi got 2 kids.
I'm confused. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, he is too.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't there to hear it because that's the wildest take I've ever heard.
I don't even know. That's a take. Like that's just
because Gohan's head came out that
ass. Like you just trying, like you trying to start an argument. You want people to talk anime with you. That's why he said that shit. He's like, man, I gotta say that shit to get the conversation going. Hey, talk about
as soon
anime.
as you say that, it's OV, bro. We done. I don't need to hear anything else.
Right.
I was gonna say also just tanks his tips, probably. Let's be really honest.
There's no avenue for this. Because like Cedric said, like Chi-Chi ain't shooting. She don't got her husband's Kamehameha. She ain't blowing up the planet. Like even if you give her high Dragon Ball Chi-Chi, all she had was hands, and Goku killed her. Well, didn't kill her, but like whooped her ass.
Well, and plus, like this. Remember, like this is her with just straight up martial arts. versus the Naruto universe, she catching a Rasengan because she ain't got no tough body. She may just get blown up. Like, if you remember when Kabuto got hit with Rasengan the first time, and that nigga just, like, that's gonna be Chi-Chi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit, that's someone I know for a fact Sasuke will beat. I haven't seen that shit in a while.
Well,
That's
the worst,
hilarious.
man, because you brought up the worst thing I heard,
again.
which this person got corrected real quick in Naruto, because they were like, they had a picture of like Kid Buu, and they're like, there's no way this piece, I've never watched Dragon Ball, there's no way this piece of bubble gum beats the Naruto verse. And I was like, the dude blew up the planet and killed everyone on it.
Right.
Oh, that's just uneducated.
This isn't even like this isn't like happy-go-lucky turning everyone to chocolate, because I think Fat Boo's eating everybody in Naruto. Like, he's turning everything into candy. But oh no, Choji's gonna get turned into a
but
giant
Choji, so they can just like, you know,
of some kind. Like, that's like, I can see it because Choji's stingy too. Choji don't share that Korean barbecue. You saw what like you know
that's fair. That's so true. Oh,
Cedric, what team are we doing next?
I thought Byron was picking. Byron picked this one. Go ahead, Byron. Tell us who's
we
next.
have either Itachi or Nagato or the third and the fourth Hokage.
Dang, those both are sweet teams. Let's do the third.
That's
and
gonna be interesting because we have something interesting. All right. With that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Thank you, Cedric, for giving us this great idea with the Jinchuriki ladder for the fall season. Really appreciate it. This was fun. Can't wait to come back with the third and fourth Hokage. And with that being said, thank you everyone for listening to L7C podcast. Niki, whoever that person was, if you ever see them again, please educate them and direct them to this podcast.
I 100% will. He needs it bad.
He gonna be in the comments acting like a hoe, though.
And with that being said, this is the L7C podcast signing out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.